So I am going live for the first time just to check this out. I hope to do some live belly dancing stuff in the future. So today I just want to do a quick video on a few things. I want to make sure that I do this very shortly. I have things to do today. However, I just want to say a few things to Trump supporters about the Bilderberg meeting in this year that's happening, that's going on as we speak. And activism. Over the last 24 hours, I have received such a backlash just for questioning certain content creators on some of their ideas. So it's okay for these content creators to question everything and to question people and all this stuff like that. But if you question them, then their subscribers and them will start attacking you and not understanding anything you're saying. They're just interpreting it as you taking it personal or whatever. So I want to know why you're on YouTube. You know, if all you're concerned about is YouTube censorship, I don't see why you don't just take that as a badge of honor and move on. If they're censoring you on any social media, that means you're on the mark. That means you're on to something. That means that you are right about what you're doing. So just keep going. Why do you have to stop and make a video and whine about the censorship? Yeah, it's bad. Yep, it is leading to this fascist dictatorship kind of situation. However, if more of us are doing it, they can't censor everybody. I mean, YouTube is already complaining that they have lost billions of dollars because of their censorship campaign. Same with Facebook. So let's keep going. You know, I'm just finding that people who call themselves activists are really just selfish, self-aggrandizing, self-important. It's just a self-important pursuit. They don't really care about the causes that they promote. I mean, I'm sure that they do. I'm sure that there's a care for it. But it's not bringing people together, okay? You have to allow people to question your thinking. If you don't, you're going to lose your cheerleaders. Okay, first of all. Second of all, Trump supporters. Yes, there's this Trump derangement syndrome going on. Okay, absolutely. I agree. And what people are angry about at Trump for and all that is it's not the truth. It's not correct. It's not what it should be. Okay, but because of the crazy chaos of the left, Russia, 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 and Trump is a racist and all this, that, and the other thing. Okay. Yeah, it's all mostly bullshit, okay? But you're not looking into why we should not trust him, why he is not on our side, why he is not draining the swamp, not even a little. He's filling it and he's a part of it. And if you can't see that, then you are supporting the wholesale of your fellow American citizens under the bus. And you're not paying attention because of the crazy stuff that's going on the left. You're not paying attention just because it's so insane. First of all, he does everything Israel runs, and I'm so tired of people being called anti-Semitic because they question what Israel is doing. I don't care if it's Israel or South Africa or America or South America, it doesn't matter. Every government is doing horrible things to their own people, and we have to draw attention to this. And Trump is looking the other way with the Palestinians. He's looking the other way with Saudi Arabia and Yemen, and he's actually trying to override his presidential mandate to send more weapons to Saudi Arabia to kill more innocent people, to send our troops to be basically mass murderers. Our Memorial Day, I don't know if you've noticed over the last few years, but Veterans Day, Memorial Day has not become a celebration. It has not become an honoring of our veterans. It's become a celebration of war. I mean, one year, I think it was last year, I had the TV on and it was just this war parade. And I was so creeped out. I was like, wow, this is freaking evil. You know what I mean? It's just, you have Trump sending his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, to Bilderberg. He's going to Bilderberg. To top that off, okay, he's having a private meeting with Henry Kissinger, a war criminal, okay? The guy who pulled off the false flag about the Tonkin incident, the Gulf of Tonkin incident, which never happened. That's come out. That's never happened. So if you think Trump is on our side, you are lying to yourself and you are selling out your fellow Americans wholesale, okay? For those of you who think that Bilderberg doesn't matter or it's irrelevant and you're part of this truth community, yeah, absolutely, Tommy. I gotta try not to pay attention to the comments because I will lose my train of thought. I'm a Gemini, so I can jump between many topics all at once, and I think that's what a lot of activists find difficult to do. We have got to pay attention to what's happening in Bilderberg, pay attention to what's happening with ourselves, get ourselves to grow and be better people, and pay attention to what's going on at home, okay? But we got to pay attention to all of this because all of it intertwines, all of it interrelates, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there, okay? Trump is not on our side. He's just as bad as Obama with foreign policy. And the fact that Trump supporters don't see it, yet it is these very people who saw what Obama was doing. And I just see this hypocrisy and this selfishness and this self-aggrandizement and this information bubble. And nobody's willing to have a diversity of opinion or a diversity of thought. And we're going to lose the war. I mean, we have a war on our heads right now. And I don't know if you see it. With 5G and the chemtrails, also known as geoengineering, it was in a House resolution paper where they literally called it, I believe it was back in 2001, where they literally called it chemtrails, but now they're calling it all kinds of other fancy names to not make it seem so bad. And this is happening all over the world, and we have to pay attention to these things simultaneously. If you stop paying attention to what the elites are doing, the minute they feel like we're not paying attention, they're going to pull a bait and switch, and we're going to be screwed. And guess what's going to happen? We're not going to know. We're not going to be warned. There's not going to be any indication. You better be ready. You better be prepared. You better have some extra food and water on hand. That's all I got to say. So please, I love everybody. And if I challenge you on your channel or your thoughts, it's not because I'm taking things personal or that I'm just trying to be contradictory. What I'm trying to do is get people to think of things on a different angle. Your perception is not the only one that matters. And as a Gemini, I can take in and consider several perceptions at once. It's just the ability that I have. And many other people have this ability too, but there are some people who cannot do this. And you guys have got to start trying to do this. Because just because you wouldn't do it or think of something that way doesn't mean that there are others who don't. I mean, they do. I mean, they think so little about us. These elites think so little about us. They think that we're stupid. So that when we get into these little arguments and we get into these little tugs of war, that makes them happy because that means we're distracted. You know what I mean? You got to pay attention to the synchronicity of things. For instance, look at how all of a sudden there's these measles outbreaks everywhere, right? There's these measles outbreaks everywhere, right? And they're giving away free measles vaccines at the Indy 500. Wouldn't it be easier to give away beer? Why vaccines? Especially on the back of Bill Gates talking about how they can control the population with vaccines. I don't know. You guys got to start paying attention. You got to start paying attention. I love you all. I will be doing a belly dance, hopefully maybe a live stream of a belly dance very, very soon. So please take care, pay attention, be safe, be prepared. Bye-bye.